Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
Welcome to Nevada Newsmakers, big money and big politics. Andy's got the rundown.
Today, Sam talks to Rob Goldstein, President CEO of the Venetian, soon to be the largest hotel casino in Las Vegas. And then we talk to Richard Ziser. Who's he? He's running for the U.S. Senate against Harry Reid. Sam?
And coming up on the Power Pundit panel today, Ray Bacon, Dick Gammick, and Marlene Lockard. It's all coming up next on the all-new Nevada Newsmakers.
Nevada Newsmakers, brought to you in part by Charter Communication.
The Abowed family has an appetite for dialogue. Agree or disagree, have the conversation. All opinions are welcome. Since 1977, Adele's.
Catch a straight, dine at 8. Lucky you. Lucky you. Dance till 1. Have some fun. Lucky you. Lucky you. Taste the shrimp. Have a sip. Try the pool. Play it cool. At the Sienna Hotel Spa Casino. Lucky you.
In business, the key to success is not the quantity of your clients, it's the quality of your clients. Almost all companies will tell you they want more sales, but what they really need are quality customers who pay their bills on time. With Employer Link's client vendor screening program, we provide comprehensive reports regarding the financial performance of your corporate prospects, customers, and vendors. Build your business with great clients and vendors. Call Employer Links today at 883-3733.
If you own a business and want to maximize your company's potential, join the Retail Association of Nevada. Our membership benefits include the Nevada Retail Network Self-Insured Group, providing workers' compensation coverage that can lower your rates. That savings can go directly to your bottom line. We are an effective pro-business organization that lobbies on behalf of our business members. The Retail Association of Nevada, protecting Nevada businesses for 35 years. Call 882-1700 to see what we can do for your organization.
And now, back to Nevada Newsmakers with Sam Shad and Ande Engleman.
Back on Nevada Newsmakers, I'm here with Rob Goldstein, who is the president and COO of the Venetian. Your boss, Sheldon Adelson, is a remarkable man. When he first contemplated building 3,000 rooms for the Venetian to go along with the Sands Expo Center, everybody said it couldn't be done. Then, when he got that done, he said he wanted to build another 3,000 rooms. They said, well, that can't be done. In the interim, he built another 1,000 rooms, and now is embarked on the other 3,000, which would mean that you'd have a total of 7,000 rooms.
Correct.
The thing that stuns me is that you've had one of the highest daily average rates for hotel rooms. How do you do that in a business that is known, as it is in Northern Nevada, for slashing prices anytime there's a weakness in the market?
I think what Sheldon recognized early on is that there is a huge opportunity here in Las Vegas. Back in the mid-'90s, we developed the Venetian, as well as today and tomorrow. And his strategy was based on a convention trade show midweek customer, not depending on the wholesale tour and travel segment, and then flipping his hat on weekends, becoming a premier FIT casino destination.
Okay, explain FIT for a bit.
FIT is free independent travelers. It references people who come here who spend, or whose primary motivation may not be gaming. It may be golf. It may be spa, retail, fine dining. It's not a traditional customer that comes through travel agents. Rather, book directly with the hotel, and tends to be more of a non-gaming oriented customer. FIT segment is growing all the time. It's very non-traditional for Vegas of the 70s and 80s. But that customer is a better spender, has more free time, a higher budget, and we think that we've been rewarded the Venetian because in the midweek we are a business tour and travel is not part of our component midweek. But on weekend, the same amenities appeal: the spa, the fine dining, the shops appeal to that same customer. So we'd be able to create an ADR, which, as you referenced, is the highest in the city as a result of those components.
Okay, now Northern Nevada, actually, the RCBA is headed up by one of your former colleagues, Jeff Beckerman.
Yes, I know Jeff well.
And we're trying to build the convention business there. What advice do you have for Northern Nevada? Because you say, even despite the fact you now have 3 huge convention centers here in Las Vegas, that this market is still growing. What advice do you have for your northern neighbors?
Well, Jeff knows the market very well and did an excellent job for us. I think the advice we would give Northern Nevada is go to your strengths, which obviously is the environment there. The ski season is strong. It has all the non-gaming amenities that we have here in Las Vegas, except for perhaps shopping and better dining. Those components we found are critical. Northern Nevada should play with strengths, which is obviously access to San Francisco. I believe the focus on gaming would be a death knell for the Northern Nevada community. The strength would be to play to its non-gaming strengths, since gaming is spreading all over the country. As far as the convention trade show market, Jeff knows it well. It can grow, and for those who want a different experience, Northern Nevada can offer that.
Now, one of the things that you got going for you, and you made a point here in the presentation, is direct air service.
Right.
We're a stop away. Does that really hurt?
It hurts. A stop away is a big deal, and I think that definitely the access to Las Vegas, the affordability of Las Vegas, is no question. That stop between layovers, you're saying come through Las Vegas up to Reno. I think it's difficult. People resent that because it takes them at least an hour to 2 more between waiting time, air time. And as we all know, going through airports today is a lot more challenging than it was in the last couple of years. It's definitely an issue for you. Yes.
Okay, let's take a break. We'll come back more with the boss of the Venetian right after this.
Atlantis is cooking up a party. It's every diner's paradise. Toucan Charlie's Buffet and Grill, voted Reno's best buffet by locals year after year. Experience the Mongolian barbecue, new Asian station, and sumptuous exhibition stations filled with fresh entrees, salads, and desserts. Try the Friday night seafood buffet and Sunday champagne brunch. Atlantis.
Would you like to savor a Trento pork chop? Or maybe pasta rags with grilled chicken? Hugo's Tuscan Grill at D'Andrea is a celebration of color, flavor, and freshness. Each dish is created from natural, wholesome foods that is delicious and nutritious. Hugo's is a comfortable restaurant with breathtaking city views. If you enjoy great food and good company, visit us here at Hugo's. It's the best that dining can be. 2900 South D'Andrea Parkway in Sparks.
And now, back to Nevada Newsmakers with Sam Shad and Ande Engleman.
One of the things at the Venetian that is very impressive has been the shopping mall. You have an amazing one there.
Thank you.
Followed up on the successes, obviously, over at Ziser's with the Forum Shops.
We did.
Should hotel casinos in Northern Nevada be developing their own shopping malls inside of their properties?
I can't say unless you look at the specific example of the hotel casino, but I think shopping is an important component of the success, both the Venetian and Las Vegas. I mean, the Bellagio did it well. You referenced the Forum Shops. We took a page out of their book. I think shopping has become, because it's leisure activity in America, people like to do it, and they come to a place they have 3-4 days of free time. It definitely becomes an integral part of the overall experience. And yes, either shopping should be developed within a casino hotel or as part of the Reno community for tourism and for growth. It's definitely a differentiator.
One of the things that impressed me about your presentation again today was that the revenues were strong in all areas. It wasn't just
Correct.
gaming, but in food and beverage that was served through the restaurants there that are leased out.
Correct.
Food and beverage within the hotel property itself. It seems like there's all other opportunities that we need in Northern Nevada to be thinking of to generate revenue.
I think it's critical. You look at the Venetian or look at what's happened in Las Vegas, and you think about the plethora of fine dining in the city, it's an attraction unto itself.
This would be why my pants are getting a little tighter after being here a couple of days.
It's a good place to eat, and definitely in Northern Nevada needs to consider that component. The traditional casino hotel restaurants don't have the appeal they once had, and you bring in Wolfgang Puck or Emeril Lagasse, you get more from the customer.
Okay, last topic here. Venetian is going into Macau.
Yes, we are.
Is there concern at Venetian that this is a province that certainly has been under the thumb of one person for many years? The gang problems there are very well known. How confident is the Venetian, along with Wynn Resort, of going in there that you'll be able to run an establishment that will live up to the rules of the Gaming Commission in Nevada? Because that's the big deal.
It's our biggest single concern as it relates to the Macau market. We need to satisfy the regulators, both certainly here in Nevada and hopefully in Macau as well, that we will do that. It is a challenge. It is number one on our list to make sure we comply in every way possible, and I think we can meet that challenge by bringing enough people from this state and for other American jurisdictions to compete.
And with that, what kind of security will you have to have?
Intense, significant security. We recognize the challenge and we take it very seriously, and to satisfy Nevada gaming regulators will be our number one concern with it.
And if anybody can succeed there, Sheldon Adelson can.
They tell me that's true, and I think we will.
Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
We'll be right back on Nevada Newsmakers after this.
Allegra is Northern Nevada's #1 offset printing and digital copying facility.
From disc to destination, Allegra utilizes tomorrow's technology today. We specialize in booklets, catalogs, manuals, newsletters, stationery, and envelopes.
Xerox, Docutech, 4-color printing with Heidelberg Speedmaster, desktop publishing and design, graphic services, pickup and delivery.
If you need printing, Allegra can do it. From disc to destination.
To experience the royal cuisine of India, you need some serious magic or simply transport yourself to India Garden, right here in Reno, where you'll discover Indian specialties refined over centuries. Sikh kebab, tandoori dishes cooked in our own tandoor oven, biryani specialties, curries, fresh-baked Indian bread, over a dozen vegetarian dishes, even dishes rare to India like dosa, South Indian-style crepes. India Garden off South Virginia near Sports West. We are India.
And now, back to Nevada Newsmakers with Sam Shad and Ande Engleman.
Back on Nevada Newsmakers, Jim Gibbons decided not to take on Harry Reid. Brian Krylicki has decided not to take on Harry Reid. Kathy Augustine has decided not to take on Harry Reid. But one candidate that's in the ring and is going to take on Harry Reid is Richard Ziser, probably best known for Question 2, which amended Nevada's constitution, in effect banned gay marriage in the state. Welcome to the program. It's good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. And I know there's a lot of people in the north here that aren't very familiar with you, so I'd like to get a little background information. You've been in Nevada for 13 years.
That's correct.
You're an engineer?
Yes.
Retired?
Sold a business a number of years ago, and I wouldn't call it retirement, but...
living off your investments?
Yeah, doing investments in the real estate arena and trust deeds, that type of thing.
Married for 30 years?
Married 30 years, yes.
How many children?
3 children, a daughter and 2 sons.
Okay, and why are you running for the United States Senate?
I am running for the United States Senate because we have, and you know, has gone through the process of Question 2, just seeing a lot of the problems and the fact that when we battled the legal ramifications of protecting the laws in the state of Nevada, we're seeing the same things happen at the national level. And the judicial problem is paramount in this whole battle. And we've seen that here in the state of Nevada with our Supreme Court decision that took place here.
But that had nothing to do with the marriage question.
No, it didn't, but it has a lot to do with the judicial philosophy that's out there, where they can set aside a portion of our Constitution, or you have judges who will reinterpret the law or try, as they have done in Massachusetts, redefine the law or force something onto the people that they don't want. So that's been the essence of...
Let me ask you a question here. Senator Reid, at this point, already has $6 million in the bank, probably going to have $11 or $12 million before he's done, and probably as much as he needs to run this campaign to the fullest. What kind of chance do you have up against that?
We have an excellent chance because of the political base that we have. And we're talking about... Which is strong, and it's the people of the state of Nevada. And there was a cartoon in today's Review Journal which showed a big safe with money falling out of the safe. I don't think the people in the state of Nevada like that imagery that somehow this election has been bought. And the people will come around, and they're going to want the representation from the people, and I will represent the people rather than obviously that safe load of money that's coming to Harry Reid. I don't think the people are onto that.
Senator Reid is in an extremely strong position in the United States Senate. He is Deputy Minority Leader. He sits at the table at every major thing that happens in the country, and he is there at the appropriations level, where the money comes from that comes back to the Silver State. If you were to take his place in the United States Senate, how would that benefit Nevada?
Well, I guess the question is how has Harry Reid benefited Nevada?
I think you say roads, hospitals,
exactly.
The list goes on.
However, if you look at the real statistics, because that will happen regardless. I mean, the money comes back to states in various programs, and it probably won't matter who's sitting there. But Harry Reid has been there 20 years. And we're still the 47th state in the nation. When you take for every dollar that's sent to Washington, only 72 cents or 74 cents comes back. We're ranked 47th. That's not a real good record.
All right, we have Republicans there. We have Senator Ensign there, who said when he was running for office that by being elected he could, number one, stop Yucca Mountain from happening, and that he could bring home more money, etc. And he got there and discovered that he wasn't able to do these things. Why do you think you can do a better job than Senator Ensign has done?
Well, because I represent the values and the principles of Nevadans, and I think that's what Nevadans are going to be looking towards.
And you don't think Senator Ensign does?
Well, yes, Senator Ensign does represent, because our values are very much the same.
But he has not been able to do all of these things.
Well, I guess it depends on your philosophy of what the federal government should be doing. To tell you the truth, I would prefer if it's 74 cents that's coming back, why don't we just send them the 26 cents and not be hassling with the in-between. I know those are difficult numbers, to deal with, but I think the federal government is so large.
Rather us not get any money from the federal government? Is that what you're saying?
I would rather we keep it and spend it on our own. Why send them 74 cents? It turns around and comes right back to us. It comes back to us at a very low percentage. What, 70% goes into the administrative costs.
Do you favor nuclear waste coming to Nevada or not?
That is such a politically charged question in this state.
It's political show.
We need to make sure that the health and safety of Nevadans are protected on this issue. We need to make sure that we're in control of the transportation routes.
Yes or no? Do you favor nuclear waste coming to Nevada?
Nobody wants waste buried in their backyard. And I know you say, everybody wants that yes or no question. The problem is that there will only be 5 of us there. Harry Reid has been in Washington 20...
So you favor it coming with safeguards?
Well, I would say it may be coming whether we like it or not, and we better make sure we're in control of the process when it gets here. We better make sure that the people of Nevada are protected. We better make sure that the transportation routes are what we want, and we better make sure that we get some benefit from it.
Where do you stand on the Patriot Act?
On the Patriot Act, there's some real problems there. I think in the general sense, there's some good things in there that are just being handled in a different way, and there's some civil liberty problems within that act that I'm glad portions of it sunset, and we need to take a real strong look at it and eliminate some.
Philosophically, you are lined up pretty closely with President Bush in a lot of different areas. Can we expect to see Air Force One coming to the Silver State on your behalf?
That would be wonderful. I think
have you had any communication with the White House as to any support that would come from there?
Not directly at this point, mainly because, Brian Kerlick has just gotten out of the race, and I think everybody was kind of sitting back waiting to see, are there any other major players going to get into this thing? I think everyone's taken a hard look at this race. I know the Harry Reid money train scares a lot of people. Doesn't scare me a bit. Because I know that the people are the ones that are going to make this decision, and that's the direction we're going with it. And we will raise the money we need to beat Harry Reid.
Do you reach out to all members of the Republican Party?
Absolutely.
So you would be happy to get support from the log cabin Republicans?
Well, I seriously doubt I would get support from them. But when you talk about the ranges of the Republican Party, I'm a strong fiscal conservative. And I see those as the major elements of the party is strong fiscal conservatism.
So you're diverting from the president on that basis at this point?
On basis of what again?
On strong fiscal conservatism, because President Bush is not showing that at this point. There seems to be a complete schism in the Republican.
I don't agree with every tenet that President Bush brings down, especially on the spending side.
Unfortunately, we have lots more to ask you about, but we can't do it today. We'll love to have you come back and talk about it.
I would love to do it.
Richard Ziser, thank you so much for being here, and he flew specially up here for the show. We appreciate that. We'll be right back on Nevada Newsmakers after this.
Before you head to Carson, take care of yourself with a visit to Tamarack Junction. Catch a hot cup of coffee and the morning news on one of our 32 TVs and enjoy the best food in South Reno. Tamarack Junction, your junction for fun. South Virginia and Amati Ranch Parkway.
The Abowed family has an appetite for dialogue. Agree or disagree, have the conversation. All opinions are welcome. Since 1977, Adele's.
Your home is an expression of all things comforting and familiar. For custom storage, you can count on California Closets to provide quality, value, and design integrity. The process is easy, combining your personal style with our organizing expertise. We care about what matters most to you, making your home functional and beautiful. California Closets, simplifying home and life since 1978. Call today for your complimentary design consultation.
When you sign up for Wells Fargo free checking, you get more than free checking. You get the freedom to bank when and where you want. Wells Fargo, the next stage.
Make your daily commute easy with breakfast or lunch at the Tamarack Junction. Enjoy daily specials, super fast service, and South Reno's freshest morning meals. Tamarack Junction, your junction for fun. South Virginia and Amati Ranch Parkway.
And now, back to Nevada Newsmakers with Sam Shad and Ande Engleman.
And back on Nevada Newsmakers, and right before we go to our pundit panel, I should explain Log Cabin Republicans, which I brought up during the interview with Mr. Ziser, is a gay Republican group.
And I should also explain that I had an interview with Ed Gillespie last week, the chairman of the Republican Party, and he said they will not be, the president of the Republican Party will not be supporting anyone against Harry Reid until after the primary.
All right. Let's introduce our panel today. Paul Enos from Retail Association of Nevada, one of our proud sponsors. We're always happy to have you here. Marlene Lockard with Capital Strategies, and Washoe County DA Dick Gammick. Okay, let's talk about Mr. Ziser. Your thoughts. Let's start with you, Paul.
Well, I'm glad to see that somebody is running against Harry Reid. He has a $6 million war chest, and if he doesn't have a race in Nevada, that money is going to go to support what you call liberal Democrats elsewhere in the United States. So I think it's good that somebody is challenging Harry Reid. So he does have to spend some of that money here in Nevada.
Broadcasters and companies like that would be very thrilled to hear that.
See Sam smiling?
I was very concerned with his comments with respect to the nuclear dump. He was highlighting the health and safety issues, and those issues are exactly why there is such strong opposition to the dump. Just today, we learned in a deposition that there is an allegation that certain employees had field representatives change their field notes to diminish the dust and downplay the dust toxic.
One person, yeah.
And those are the health and safety issues that we have encountered at every step of the way. Similar things where they've lowered the standards here or there, and now we have all the workers at the nuclear dump having the respiratory lung issues that have developed. So that's just one more long line of example, and an example of the health and safety issues being ignored.
Dick, is it difficult for people like Richard Ziser to run when the president is got one kind of conservatism and he has another kind?
I think that, excuse me, watching Richard Ziser, he's new, it was obvious, he's real green, and he needs to start formulating his issues, getting them really nailed down and be able to address them, and he kind of stumbled through that between the differences between him and President Bush, and he needs to work on that a little bit. I hope to see him become more refined as he starts his campaigning season and can have answers ready for that. The same thing with Yucca Mountain. He was kind of stumbling through that. He needs to get concise. You learn that real quick in the political world. 2 minutes to give your whole life history.
Well, you're friends with an awful lot of Republicans. How do Republicans feel at this point?
I don't think a whole lot of people know Richard Ziser. I think name recognition is going to be a big
on the
challenge.
president's economic situation at this point. He's not a classic, Republican by any means.
I don't see much in the way of Republican answers one way or the other as the president, because right now everything that I see is the whole Democratic process, the Democrat process, not the Democratic process, but the process of the Democrat Party. So I can't really answer that right now. I don't see a whole lot.
You haven't heard enough about Bush's early years as in the National Guard, which I think is such a non-issue issue. I mean, I don't care whether or not he showed up when he was in the National Guard. I care what he does as president, but I don't care what he did when he was in the National Guard. I mean, you haven't heard enough of that?
Well, I heard more than enough the first time they came out with it.
Okay, Andy, get Dick excited. You're on your next topic here.
Well, I didn't really, basically I came in today upset because I'm getting these calls from India from Charter Cable, and I just, people, don't have your people from India call me. They move them to America, then call me.
I didn't even know about that one. Okay, I'm talking about this one.
You're talking, marijuana. Yes, today it's being filed. Another initiative petition in Carson City is being filed to legalize marijuana in the state of Nevada. We know how much you like this, Dick.
Gee, I'm surprised. Here we go again. I just looked over the press release and some of the stuff that was put in here, and it's amazing. They're at it again. Just once, I would love to see these folks, Billy Rogers, Andy Anderson, and now they have a new spokesperson.
He's a former police lobbyist.
I know who Andy Anderson is. I took him on last time. Now they have a new one, Jennifer Knight, who is now the spokesperson.
She's a former reporter with the Las Vegas Sun.
I wish these people just try being honest. It would really be refreshing. They've come out with stuff here now that
what makes you think they're not being honest?
What, we got time to go through all this?
Well, just quickly. The 10-second version. What's the biggest problem you see here?
Well, let's talk about the ad they've been running where they say 67% of Nevada high school seniors have tried marijuana compared to 28% in the Netherlands. I'd like to know where they got those statistics. And they've been running those ads, and they are not supported, as they say, on the internet or through the DOJ.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all kids who've been smoking marijuana. Raise your hands. Is that what?
I just want to ask a quick one. And this 30 seconds around the table here. I think it's a remarkable thing that's going on in San Francisco, where gays are getting married in droves. People are coming from all across the country. It's an absolute phenomenon. Is this the way that we actually get to change things in this country, and some kind of fairness and equality for gays? Well, quick answer.
I don't know, Sam. I think it's a personal issue for a lot of people. I don't know that government really has a place telling people what they can do in their own bedroom or in their own personal relationships.
Thank you. I agree with that.
I think there's some legal issues that need to be worked out just across the country. Marriage is defined as a union between a man and a woman. So there's some laws that have to be looked at, some changes that have to be made if we're going to go this way. But to answer your question, yes.
Good. We're out of time. We'll be right back. Thank you.
It's America's largest historical district, and it's fun for the entire family. Virginia City is where the West comes alive every day, from train rides to gunslingers. Your gang can explore mines and interesting museums, visit historic saloons, and do some great shopping. Virginia City is the ultimate in family entertainment, and it's very affordable. Come up and stay overnight in our hotels, motels, and RV park. Virginia City, the Wild West at its best.
I tell you, John, this industry has really changed.
Tell me about it.
You seemed to do pretty well last year. What's your secret?
No secrets. Although I'll tell you something. The smartest thing I did was sign up with Pro Group Management.
Really? Yeah, they do workers' comp, right?
Yeah, their services are great. And get this, they saved me 30%. I've heard they saved others 50%.
That works for me.
Pro Group Management. Finally, workers' comp that works for you.
Nevada Newsmakers, brought to you in part by Charter Communications.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.